Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash of Clans. And today I'm doing something that quite a few of you guys have asked for quite a while now, and that is an update to the Town Hall 9 LaLoon strategy guide. So it's been, again, a super long time. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. I decided to add a little bit of an extra flair to this video because you can only do the same guide so many times, right? So this time, we're going to focus on how to hit bases using LaLoon, different variations of the strategy, but no queen walks, all at Town Hall 9 against different base types. So we're going to be focusing on various hero levels, against anti-3-star designs, against trophy designs, and how you're going to want to change your army accordingly. That way, maybe if you see a base like one of these, you can, or if your clanmates do, you can refer them back to the video and get a feel for what type of army composition changes and spell changes you might want to make. So against this base here, what would an air video on my channel be without having an invincible IND raid? And this guy's an absolute stud. He's actually hitting this base that it looks a little bit underdeveloped, but it's not. It's actually a 10 or a 9.5, but it's actually a Town Hall 10 with the new structures built here. You can see the air defenses are all symmetrical, and that makes for easy pathing for the attacker. Also, you can see there is an expo over there, a brand new expo, so we're gonna have to deal with 3 expos set to air, which isn't that big of a deal as much as you'd think it would be. Expos definitely aren't your #1 priority when you're talking about defenses in a LaLoon raid. So let's see how Invincible tackles this base. So he's gonna have bowlers in the clan castle. That's gonna be a theme that you see in every single one of these raids. So hopefully you guys have access to bowlers at Town Hall 9. It's super important. Even over a max level Lava Hound or a max level Golem, you're still gonna get much more value out of those bowlers in your clan castle. If you don't have bowlers for whatever reason, or don't have access to max bowlers, go ahead and just bring extra wizards or something like that to go into the kill squad, a high DPS unit, or you can go ahead and cook up those troops yourself and then request for a max Lava Hound or hopefully a Golem out of your clan castle from your clanmates. So here we kind of missed the kill squad there, but basically we're going to talk about the objectives of the kill squad throughout today's video, okay? So what you want to do is a lot of the objectives for your kill squad, no matter what type of base you're hitting, depends on how many troop space you're allocating, how much troop space you're allocating to the kill squad. So if you're going in with a golem, like this case, a golem and 5 bowlers in your clan castle, usually you want to get 2 air defenses down if possible. So the idea here is getting the clan castle destroyed, getting 2 air defenses down, and of course taking care of the enemy archer queen. Those are going to be your main goals, and ideally taking out an air sweeper that's pointing in the direction that you're going to be attacking with a LaLoon portion of your army. So we'll get to the LaLoon portion of the army as well in the following raids. But that was a very nice 3-star attack there against a pretty well upgraded 10 or 9.5 or brand new Town Hall 10 there. So moving on to Bathroom Raid. This base a little bit easier, but you can see the hero levels 11 and 15 for Bathroom Raid, which, by the way, what a great name, huh? How many times have you done a Bathroom Raid? I know some of my best raids have been on the toilet. TMI there, Ash? TMI. Okay, my bad. Okay, so we're looking at a trophy base here, a really, old school trophy base, and these are not good base designs to use no matter what type of war you are in. Even if you're a casual player, you really don't want to be using a base like this, and you're going to see how Bathroom Raid here is able to exploit the weaknesses of a base like this. Namely, if you can get your kill squad, which in this case again is going to be a couple golems, the heroes, and the bowlers in the clan castle, you just got to make sure that funnel is created before you unleash those bowlers. So you're going to use wall breakers on the outer core. You're going to go ahead and use a jump spell to get to the center of the core of the base, and look how much value this kill squad is able to get out of this base. Now granted, a lot of troops dedicated to the kill squad and a rage spell. So we're using rage, and you can see here, only 3 haste left for the whole entire air portion of the attack, but it's going to be plenty here. So takes out both expos, takes out 1 air actually, excuse me, 2 air defenses, but what's more is, let's take a look before we watch the LaLoon portion of this attack, and we're going to want to pay attention to a couple specific things. But look at this here, this wide open area right now that Bathroom Raid has created, and what this does is, this sets up the pathing for the LaLoon, the Lava Hound, and the balloons to be really simple after the initial kill squad engagement of the base. So here, there's only one real good direction to go into this base from, and that is the direction that Bathroom Raid hits this base. I don't know how many times I can say Bathroom Raid while keeping a straight face. But let's talk about the LaLoon portion of the raid, because there's a couple important points that we should mention sooner rather than later in this guide. And that is, number one, what are you trying to do? How are you trying to hit a base? And one of the most common questions I get is, Ash, how many balloons do I deploy behind the Lava Hound? How do I know how many balloons to deploy? Well, first of all, you don't need a ton of balloons in your entire army at Town Hall 9. It's not like Town Hall 10 and 11 where we're seeing, the meta trend towards more balloons. Town Hall 9, we're seeing a trend towards less balloons. Anywhere from 14 to 18 balloons should suffice against most bases. So against a base like this, what you want to be concerned with is wizard towers, wizard towers, wizard towers. So you want your balloons to ideally face the wizard tower in the opposite direction of the Lava Hound, to face the wizard towers in the opposite direction of the balloons. So when you're planning the LaLoon portion of the attack, and you can go ahead and watch this LaLoon portion, because Bathroom Raid did it beautifully. What you want to do is hopefully avoid the wizard towers altogether, but against some bases, that's impossible. And this raid here by Grand Witch Addy here is going to be a really more popular and trending base design in the current meta. So some staples of this base, basically you're dealing with an easy to lure clan castle. The air defenses are not symmetrical, they're more clumped together. You have a wizard tower farm, which is very difficult to navigate, and oftentimes it's on the opposite side as where all the air defenses are clustered, such as this base. And Addy's gonna go ahead and hit with a naked queen here, naked heroes, and there's a really big benefit, especially against a base like this, to doing so. What does a naked queen engagement mean? Well, it doesn't mean she's nude, it means that there's no healers, there's no golems to tank for her. It's just her and the king. The king is essentially tanking for the queen, and that's going to create a few objectives are going to be accomplished by using the heroes, and it's going to free up a lot of troop space. Think about all the raids that we've seen so far this video, right? They started out with a golem, that's 30 troop space. They have 30 troop space worth of bowlers in the clan castle, and you know what? That's not going to be the case here. I think I said that every raid's going to have bowlers in the clan castle. I lied. Check out this raid. No, and look at how Addy deals, or 80 deals. Addy, 80. Ash, come on, man. Look at how 80 deals with the wizard towers, right? Using the heal spell and a raid spell to get those balloons through that wizard tower farm. That's absolutely crucial, right? If you have to deal with a wizard tower farm, meaning all the wizard towers clumped up in a base like this, you need to bring a heal spell, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble, okay? So heal can keep up, unlike Inferno towers at 10 and 11, heal can actually do a good job at keeping up against even 2 wizard towers targeting the same clump of balloons. That's why you're gonna wanna make sure you have to use a heal spell if you have no choice but to engage a big area of wizard towers that are densely kind of compacted in the base, such as this one. So a very, very nice attack here, and you can see pulls off the 3-star, and it was really, it made it look simple, right? Going in with the heroes allowed him to take the extra Lava Hound, the extra balloons, and then made quick work of the base from there. So let's move on to this attack here by Hitman. Now we're going to talk about a base like this. This is different from the previous trophy base that we kind of analyzed earlier in the video. This one is against kind of a ring base at Town Hall 9. So if you run into any of these bases, you're going to want to watch this attack by Hitman, and we'll see how he deals with it. So using baby dragons to funnel is absolutely crucial, brilliant, one of the best funneling troops in the entire game right now. So he starts out with that jump spell, getting good value because it's going to allow his kill squad to access not only that Archer Queen, but also that witch there that can be real trouble if you don't engage it, if you don't provide that path. So a good value jump there, and then it's going to be pretty quick work, even though a level 15 Barbarian King, level 20 Archer Queen here, but certainly mid-level heroes. You don't need max level heroes, especially against a base like this. So Hitman has a good game plan here because he's seen many 3-star attacks against ring bases at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11, and we're using a similar method here. We're not rushing things. That's one of the biggest common mistakes that you can make against a base like this, is you might have the inclination to kind of just bunch up your troops and hit the base hard from one direction. What you want to do is just keep holding back your troops. You want to make sure you use your haste spells and your rage spells to get through the splash damage. Again, very important here. And look at this, just a beautiful heal spell used right before that last Lava Hound pops. That's the other situation where you might want to use a heal spell if you know you're not going to have that Lava Hound cover, because Lava Hound is a good distractor not only just for air defenses, which are, you know, a really lethal weapon against an air attack, but also for all the point damages in the area and even splash damage. Lava Hounds do a good job tanking. So if you know you might run out of Lava Hounds towards the end of the raid, whether you're engaging against a Tesla farm, a Wizard Tower farm, or just not with any tankage left for your balloons, it's a good time to drop your heal spell. So you saw how Hitman just went around that base, counterclockwise or clockwise, depending on the air sweeper, depending on where you're engaging the base with, and then just using 2 Lava Hounds on that first air defense, then trickling in the balloons around the edges. Very easy there. Now the last base we're going to view today is a compact Town Hall 9 base such as this. So look at the spell composition, guys. 4 earthquake spells. That's going to provide a tremendous amount of value. Granted, you're using 4 spell slots, but against a base like this, because of the fact that it's all compact, you don't need to roll with 5 or 6 haste spells. You can use those extra spell slots for the earthquake spell, and that's going to open a nice big area, and you're going to see how far this kill squad gets into this base here. So here comes the golem, here comes the bowlers, using again the baby dragons to set up that funnel there. You're really going to want a 6 square flank, or both sides of your funnel. You want to make sure you account for at least 6 tiles, 7 to play things super safe, to make sure your troops funnel where you want them to into the core of the base. And that's just what happens here. Addy here, not to be confused with Grand Witch Addy, is able to get a lot of this base down, about 30%. And look at the queen. The queen went around the edges, around the side of the base. I'm sure Addy would have much rather taken out that second air defense there. I'm sure that's what he initially planned for. But check this out. Gonna be super patient here. Wait for the Archer Queen to take down that Tesla, take down the elixir pump, and then take down that Wizard Tower, and then start the air portion of the raid. Now, one thing to note here is against these compact base designs, as opposed to the first base that we saw, the more spread out base design, you are much more likely to get a Tesla farm on the outside, the perimeter of the base, or to get the Teslas spread out along the perimeter base like you can see here. So be prepared for that, and make sure you don't overdo it with the balloons. You only need 1 or 2 balloons per point defense. Make sure you have the tankage. Now, one little mistake here made by Addy is deploying that 1 balloon on that Wizard Tower a little bit early. Still, you know, plenty of balloons left. It didn't really matter here. But what you want to do, if you have a Wizard Tower along the perimeter of the base where the raid is going to end, you want to hold back that balloon, not necessarily to destroy the Wizard Tower, but rather to distract it so it's not targeting your big clump of balloons. But this raid's so well done here that the Lava Hound does not pop, And that is going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about how to use LaLoon against a vast variety of different base designs at Town Hall 9. If you want to see any other guides, let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll try to make that happen. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.